Hello, family, friends, followers, and guests. Thank you for stopping in. I went to Facebook and tried to figure out how to download all my stuff that I could. It was with great difficulty, and I realized I needed to do something else. So I went to YouTube and put in the appropriate term, searched it, and then went back to Facebook. And last night I downloaded everything that was downloadable on my Facebook account. This morning I got up and had a fascinating experience. I saw so many pictures, and I didn't begin to get through them all, and posts that reminded me of my history for the last 10 or 12 years on Facebook, but more importantly, I posted things from way back in the day, things I'd forgotten about. Playing with my grandson Johnny when he was younger and each having a patch over our eyes. Our matey sitting at the table, pounding on the table for my daughter Tara. Bring us grog, bring us grog. Anyway, a lot of memories. The other thing that came out of this is that I was wondering about signing off from Facebook because I'm fairly active on it. I do political posts and a bunch of other crap. And so I was questioning the validity of whether I really wanted to sign off from Facebook. And the answer is yes, on my terms and my time. But if they shut me down tomorrow, all I can do is give them the finger and say, screw you. There's so many mistakes. They want comments, and they've asked for comments on their treatment of Trump. I wanted to make a comment, and I went to the site for making the comments that they provided, and I have till February 8th to make comments. I can't get into the site. I got into it one time. I didn't shut it down or do anything wrong on my end. So from the political aspect, none of that's happening. But I found a number of posts, some old phone numbers I'd lost when my phone crashed and took about a third of the email addresses and phone numbers I had, just totally wiped them out. I found some of those, and I spent the rest of today after it was all downloaded putting some of that back into my system. I found 3 or 4 email letters that I'd had with a friend. And so I took the names out, not to protect the guilty, but to protect the innocent, which would be my friend. And I've added those, and hopefully if I did this right, and I won't know until I've done it, so maybe not. But if I've done this right, then they will show up. They were about Hillary before the election, a short time before the election, and one or more of the whatever they call it when they sit around and debate. I guess they call them debates. Wasn't much of a debate. Anyway, everything I wrote about Hillary, you could substitute Biden in there for. Talk about integrity, honesty, committing crimes, and to commit a crime doesn't make one a criminal. And I note that in the letters. And if you take the time to read them, you might enjoy them. But they'll give you an overview and a perspective. We've had a lot of pundits and a lot of senators on the liberal side of the aisle, as they call it, the D's, who have talked about what Trump's guilty of. And the truth of the matter is those things they've outlined as crimes, the simple fact is They may or may not be crimes, but until he's found guilty, he's not guilty of doing them. No more than Hillary Clinton is, because she's protected by the swamp, or Jane Fonda because she's protected by the swamp. It's sickening, but it's the way it is. Biden protected by the swamp, and yet Trump, they go out after hammer and nail. Now, hammer and nail is a figure of speech. They use wooden nails to hang Christ on the cross. And I'm not comparing Trump to Christ. But anyway, so I ramble a little bit. I'm done with this. If you want to read the letters, I would enjoy your comments. And if not, that's fine too. It doesn't really matter. The message I want to send to those of you who do read this is that it's reasonably easy to download your stuff that you've posted on Facebook and make a master file. It doesn't happen as fast as you can snap your fingers. My computer is reasonably state-of-the-art and fairly fast. And after about 3 hours, I realized that I was maybe not quite a third through it. So I just left it on for the evening, day before yesterday. And sometime this morning it cleared. I got to working on it this afternoon. With that, I hope you have a great week for the rest of this week. Tomorrow's medical for me, stress tests and all that kind of good informational stuff. I'm just really looking forward to it. And a little bit of luck, maybe I'll get to talk to you later in the week. And if not, it's been fun.